So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about the health of these hives at this point in the year. It is the first week of October. We still have a good month of decent weather before things start to get really ugly here. So the plan today is to go through each hive. I'm going to make sure all the brood is condensed and it is sort of in the center of the hives. Today is all about condensing the hives, getting ready for winter, and if we come across any excess honey, we'll see what happens. All right, we are gonna start with Hive Left. This is the big Russian hive. What I really wanna do is see what's going on in the bottom box. So I wanna go down there and see if we have brood down there, or we have stores down there. Hello, Russians. This is a very vibrant hive. Last I was in here, they had brood up here in the top box. Just check and see if we have any swarm activity. Full swarm cells. This box isn't very heavy. It's got a lot of honey stores, but it's not very heavy. This is pretty light too. Just gonna have a peek at the bottom board here. All right, interesting stuff here. Is this chalk brood? Is that what that is? Definitely see dead mites. Like I said, I have not been down here in this box for several weeks. All right, mostly empty frame. Nectar down here. All right, they're storing nectar down here. Actually, you know what I think that stuff is on the bottom board? I think it's all the old crappy stuff that came on the nuke. That crappy chalk broody stuff. That's the junk that came in this nuke. They're clearing it out. Okay, these are just generally empty frames down here. Ah, beautiful pollen frame. All right, down here is pollen and a little bit of nectar. There's no major stores, and there is no brood down the bottom. Okay, that is a gorgeous, heavy honey frame right there. That is a wired frame, but it's foundationless. Heavy honey frame here. This is just a straight up foundationless, deep honey frame. Hatched out brood frame. Here is the queen. Yeah, these frames are light. Okay, I am suddenly very concerned. I see a bunch of stuff on this frame. I see deformed wings, and I see a ton of mites. Oh boy. I also see dead brood. That came out of nowhere. Okay, this hive is going to get an immediate treatment. Damn it. Alright, these bees are getting hammered. There's a serious robbing going on right now, so I'm going to get the quick strips on, and then I'm going to shut them down. I just got to get this treatment on here. I can't believe this. So this is what a robbing looks like. Ugh. All right, I'm putting the quick strips down here. That's what you do right there. Wow, it's a swarm. Crazy. That's Russian defense right there. So this is the back of the hive. That's a hive getting robbed right there. All right, closing that up tight. Now they can't get up in there. All right, so I guess change of plans. All right, I just want to say a couple things here. These are Russian bees. I bought these as they were sold to me as Russian nukes from a supplier who I don't want to name, but I have not had any luck with these nukes that I bought this year. The nukes came, which I guess this is a known fact, I didn't know this, but when you buy nukes, you're basically buying somebody's like old rotten comb that they need to get rid of, and they take the oldest comb in the hives and they make up these nukes, and then they put a queen in there and they send them off. So I don't know if you remember, but the comb that came in these nukes was this, it had old brood in it. It just was gross. I don't know what was in that comb. I don't know what came up with these nukes. I gotta say, this hive seemed really strong all summer. I've been opening it up. The queen's been laying up here in the top box. They've seemed very healthy and very alive and very vibrant. I had not noticed any evidence of Varroa. I've been checking the bottom board and I hadn't seen any mites all summer long. Now these are Russian bees. They're supposed to be the kind of bees that clean themselves, that take the Varroa off, that attack the Varroa. I remember when I picked up the nuke and I asked the supplier and I said, so what's the deal with Varroa? And he said, oh, you don't have to worry about Varroa with these bees. Don't have to worry about Varroa with these bees. So I've been operating all summer under the impression that I wouldn't have to worry about Varroa with these bees. But that is not the case. There was very little brood in the hive. There was definitely chalk brood. There was dead brood in the cells. It was that dry, chalky, like solid, mummified pupa. I saw deformed wings, and I saw Varroa all over the bees, like on a lot of bees. I had some quick strips. I just put 2 quick strips in. I'm supposed to put the boxes a little bit ajar from each other, so they're a little bit open, so that thing can vent, which I will do as soon as this robbing ends. Ah! So the other hives aren't being attacked. The other Russian and the Italian are. This is where the robbing's happening. I mean, this was the hive that was open, so they were exposed. I had honey frames out. I somehow rang the dinner bell, and this swarm of bees came over and started attacking the hive. All right, so is that beekeeper error? Should I have tested these bees? The bees that I was told, you won't have to worry about Varroa with these bees. I probably should have tested, right? I didn't test. All right, so I got bad information, and I didn't think beyond the information that I was given. Is this my fault? Probably. Is it someone else's fault? Maybe. The fact remains is these are my bees now, and I gotta treat them. So they're being treated. The quick strips are in there. I'm gonna give them a week. I know the quick strips are effective, and I know that last year there was no trouble, and we're not in hot times right now. It's perfect weather for the quick strips. It's gonna be, 60s to 70s, sunny, plenty of heat to work, but not too much heat that the bees are gonna, overheat and suffocate in there. All right, when you put Mite Away Quick Strips in the hive, you need to set the box, the top box, back so that those quick strips it's called formic acid, and it creates this cloud, this acid cloud inside the hive, and it's pretty toxic to breathe. It kills the mites. The bees can deal with it, but they need to go out and get fresh air. The hive needs to vent that acid out as it works. So I need to push this top box back so there's a gap here. But with the robbing going on, I'm going to put a piece of screen across this so that they can't get in the opening. I'm supposed to crack this like 3/4 of an inch or so. All right, so the quick strips are down here on this box, and that acid needs to vent, and it's going to go up. Now the acid can vent out of here. They have a space here, and no robbers are going to get through this screen. And also in the back, since the box is hanging off the back, I close that up as well with a little screen so they can't get through the screen. All right, so Mite Away Quick Strips are in. We have ventilation and we have a rain shield so rain doesn't fall into the hive. And then we have the back blocked. Well, sometimes things don't go as planned. I'm gonna come back up here tomorrow and see what's going on. I gotta check the Italians. Maybe I can do my condensing tomorrow, who knows. But anyway, enjoy the sunset. Thanks for watching. All right, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take one frame. I am robbing. I'm gonna have one frame of their honey.